Hey, boo boo. Little Thursday Thunder got some Thursday here. Woo! It is a fiery morning already, I can tell you. It's all right. Slow down there, Pilgrim. The $4,500 phone call. You ready to hear about that? It's it's morning time, and check this out. It's so pretty. I love this little pond. That's water with like algae or moss or who knows what. It's usually fuller. Hey, Thursday Thunder, you ready for some rumbling? Ready for some rumble and you tumble? That's what I got coming on. Sorry, I'm a little hyped up. As if I'm not normally hyped up. But I had an awesome phone call last night, and it turned into a great meditation this morning. And then I also did an audio recording, which I've been doing since this, right? I can't type well. And for a writer who types, it's kind of a pain. But silver lining. Where's the cloud? I mean, silver cloud lining, silver cloud. You know what I'm going for. I've been dictating. And so I say, comma, for example, comma, this is the end of the sentence, period. And if I really want to make it exciting, I do this, exclamation point, right? It works. I'm good at it. It's fine. But I've just been recording audio better. One little pro tip, I use Voice Recorder Pro app because then I can use Bluetooth headphones like this. And right now I'm using Filmic Pro. I don't know why I'm onto the product endorsements here, but these are products I really like. So, all right, the $4,500 discussion. You ready for this? You ready for this? Because it kind of rocked my world last night. Here's the question. Here's the question that I answered that for me was worth $4,500. So I'm on this coaching call, and the guy asks, we've been talking, we talked for an hour and a quarter, right? And he asks, not who's your customer avatar, or who's your ideal client, or describe your, perfect client. No, no, no. He asks, who would you love to work with? Think about that. It's a very different question. Who's my customer avatar? That's one thing. Who would I love to work with? That's something completely different. I mean, if they match up, great, but they don't necessarily. I mean, they do and they don't. So think about this because it puts the question in a whole different perspective. Because one is coming from the client side and one is coming from your side. And I know you might be saying, Bradley, think of the client. The Americans say, the customer is always right. Yeah. The customer knows what they want, but often you know what they need. They might not be ready for it, but give them what they want and then kind of secretly give them what they need. That's kind of what I'm after. So, for example, this guy who I had known at that point for 45 minutes, right? He says, I'm going to give you guys a few. He says, okay, he's like, hey, Bradley, so let's say, I'm just throwing this out there. Let's say I've got this potential client for you. And he's a marketing manager. And I'm already thinking, what? Where are you going with this, pal? But I didn't interrupt. Like I'm interrupting myself now. Hey, he's a marketing manager at a small to medium sized business. And he's kind of stuck. And he wants a raise or he wants a promotion or he wants a new project or something. And he can't get it and doesn't know what to do. And what if I came along? What if you came along, Bradley, and you said, through your program, you're offering clarity, courage, and confidence. And this guy says, well, what does that get me? And I said, well, what if you had the clarity to know what to do, the courage to do it, and the confidence to follow through and finish, and then know what the next step is? Because this is like a continuous cycle. Clarity, courage, confidence. Like I can see it. Clarity, courage, confidence. Next round. Clarity, courage, confidence. Keep moving up. So this guy is not a writer, not an author, not an aspiring author or writer. He's some marketing manager. Remember, this guy's known me for 45 minutes. And he's like, hey, Bradley, I don't know if this is really, I'm just throwing it out there. Reminded me of that ad, what was that ad show about the 50s and the advertising, where they had all these things where they didn't dare say this new idea because they didn't want to look bad, right? And so they would say, I'm just going to run this up the flagpole and see what happens. I'm just going to throw this spaghetti on the wall and see if it sticks. They had all these lines, which are basically disclaimers saying, I don't dare say what I really think. But here it is. So that's what this guy was kind of doing. And yet, again, I didn't interrupt. I'm like, I told him, I said, huh. And he said, Bradley, I think you don't want to help people become authors. And I said, you're right. I don't. And this was the $4,500 moment. And if you're an author or aspiring author or writer watching this and thinking, Bradley, help me become an author, I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry, right? Because here, let me put it this way, and don't take this wrong. Well, you might take it wrong. Take it however you like. But I'm going after bigger goals, going after bigger stuff. If you want to be an author or a writer, awesome, go for it. I'm going to help you get there, but I'm not going to help you do it with chapter structure and outlines and your format for your nonfiction book. So I am going to help you with clarity, courage, and confidence. And how am I going to do that? I'm going to get you out of your comfort zone. I'm going to shake things up. I'm going to make things wild and crazy. I'm going to make you scared for a short term so that you have that confidence in the longer term. Hey, babe. Where's Pepper? Hey, babe. Oh, there he is. There he is. He's down there. He's having a good time. Hey, got some Thursday thunder. That was the lightning. The lightning happened for me on Wednesday night. The thunder's coming on Thursday. That's now. When does your lightning strike during the week? And when do you allow the thunder to roll in and take over your heart and your body and let it sink in? That's the thunder. That's what I see of Thursdays. Thursdays is let the lightning that came in earlier, let it roll in and let it reside in your heart. So the lightning might be in your head, right? It might be a mind. Remember Marv, and we got heart, we got Harry, and we got gut, we got go. I talked about that. I think I had it. I'll do a link. Mind, heart, gut. 3 guys to help you make a decision. Guys, if you're a girl, you might have girls. If you're a guy, you might have girls. It doesn't matter. You've got 3 people helping you make decisions. I've got Marv, Harry, he's kind of French, and Go. He's a California surfer dude. That's a whole different story. I'm not getting in that. $4,500 phone call. Ready? Who would you love to work with? Wow, think about that. That's huge. It's a huge, huge thing. And if you're there and you're watching this and you're watching, I know Thursday Thunder, I kind of know Bradley, and you're thinking, I'd love to work with this guy. That's the match I'm looking for. I want you to come to me and say, I want to do whatever you want me to do. Because I believe, I know, like, and trust you, right? That's what we're really looking for, right? You feeling it? Are you feeling it? We had a lot more questions, but we talked about the offer, we talked about the messaging, the marketing, the social media, the advertising, the funneling the audience, and just that too. Getting that right person in through the right steps to be at that moment where they don't say something like, I can't afford you, that's not really my cup of tea. No, they're gone by then. They're at you when they're ready for you. And ideally you're ready for them. That's it. $4,500 conversation. Ask me more. You notice I am being a little sly about the details. But ask me. I'll tell you. Who would you love to work with? And for me, sorry, writers, it's not writers. I mean, I'll work with writers, but we're going for bigger and better. We're going for clarity, courage, and confidence. It's almost 10 minutes. I can see the clock because my eyes are sharp. My mind is clear, and I've got it all going on because it's Thursday. See you next week.